They say Apapakos never truly sleeps, even when the streets fall silent, even when the generators go off, even when the last bus disappears into the darkness. Something is always awake, watching, waiting, whispering. And on one humid Lagos night, those whispers began to call a name: Chinedu Okafor. This is not just a story about fear. It is a story about truth, about betrayal, and about the dangerous price of knowing too much. Apapakos was the kind of neighborhood that raised tough people. Narrow streets, rusted gates, Danfo buses coughing smoke into the air. During the day, the area was loud. Traders shouting prices, children chasing tires, radios competing with each other. But at night, Apapakos changed. Pause. The shadows grew longer. Conversations became whispers. Doors closed earlier than usual. And if you listened carefully, you would notice something strange. People avoided certain streets. The Friday night, Chinedu, whom everyone called Chinny, was walking home from a late assignment. At 32, life had already shown him pepper: a struggling journalist, a photographer when money was tight, a truth seeker, even when truth brought trouble. He adjusted the strap of his camera and wiped sweat from his forehead. PHCN had taken light again. Typical Lagos. Then he heard it. Whisper tone. Chinny. Silence. Pause. He stopped walking. The street behind him was empty. Then again, Chinny, follow the clues. His heartbeat quickened. Hooty there, he called out. No answer. Only the distant barking of a dog, and the feeling that he was not alone. When he finally reached his apartment, relief washed over him, until he saw it, a folded paper, slipped under his door. His fingers trembled as he opened it. If you want to survive, follow the clues. Survive? Survive what? A prank? Or a warning? Chinny tried to laugh it off, but deep down, fear had already entered his chest. Journalists are not wired to ignore mysteries. By the next evening, Chinny started asking questions. At first, nobody wanted to talk. Typical Papakos behavior. I beg, I no want trouble. Carry your question, go another place. Some things better remain buried. But one woman finally leaned closer and whispered, haven't you heard about the Shadow Man? They said he appeared only at night, always near places where people later went missing. Mostly young women. No bodies, no police urgency, just silence. Too much silence. And Chinny hated silence, because silence often protected evil. Ada had known Chinny since childhood. Smart, calm, a nurse who believed in saving lives, not chasing danger. When he told her what he was investigating, her face tightened. Chinny, I beg leave this thing. But he shook his head. If nobody talks, it will continue. She grabbed his arm. And what if you are next? For a moment, doubt crept in, but purpose quickly buried it. That night, something changed. Chinny noticed his curtain moving, yet the window was closed. Later, his papers were rearranged, his camera shifted. Nothing stolen, just touched. A message without words. We see you. Then Ada vanished. Her phone, off. Her hospital said she never resumed duty. Hours turned into panic until he found her bag, soaked by rain, and inside, a note. Trust no one, not even me. The world seemed to tilt. If Ada was involved, who else was? Determined, Chinny waited in the compound courtyard past midnight. Then, he saw it. A figure. Tall, still, wrapped in darkness. Not walking, almost floating. Who are you? Chinny shouted. The figure stepped back and disappeared into shadow. No footsteps, no sound, nothing. For the first time, Chinny wondered if this story was bigger than crime. Maybe something darker lived in Apapakos. The abandoned warehouse smelled of rust and secrets. That was where the clues led. But the face that stepped out of the darkness was the one he least expected. Emeka, his friend, brother in the struggle. Why? Chinny whispered. Emeka's voice was cold. This world no day reward good people, my guy. Sometimes you join darkness to survive. In that moment, Chinny felt something break inside him. Friendship, trust, memory, all shattered. Now he had a choice: protect his friend or protect the truth. He chose truth. Hidden deep inside the warehouse, he found Ada, alive, terrified. "We have to go now," he whispered. They ran through narrow alleys, feet splashing through dirty water, hearts racing louder than sirens. Behind them, voices shouted, but they did not stop running, not once. Just before they escaped, a voice emerged from the darkness. Calm, certain, dangerous. "You cannot run from Apapakos. We are everywhere." Chinny did not turn back. Some fears are better unseen. Later that night, he stood by his window, looking over Apapakos, the same streets, now full of secrets. Ada slept quietly nearby, safe, for now. Then, the whisper returned, closer than ever. Tonight, the reckoning comes. Chinny closed his eyes. Fear was there, but something stronger had replaced it. Resolve. "No matter what happened, I will find the truth, because in Apapakos, the night never forgets, and the whispers never truly stop." If this story kept you awake, then you are not ready for what comes next, because this was only the beginning. The whispers are growing louder, and Apapakos is hiding something far more dangerous than anyone imagined. Subscribe now, because episode 2 will reveal what the shadows have been protecting.